Take it easy. If I can love myself enough to know when it's time. Ooh, somebody here, you're going through a transformational change. Oh yeah, we picked it up. I knew this was gonna come out. Somebody here, STI, STD, that shit is curable. Don't let nobody tell you different. Cure that shit. Once again, picking it up. Karmic readers. Alright? Karmic readers. They putting it out there for the masses. Oh, the karmic got STIs or STDs. They're trying to get... Even if they do, you don't run that person's pussy or pelvis part through the mud. Alright? Running them from trash. Running them for filth. Alright? And it's exactly how it was when I was coming across it too. To start to think. Does no one else see what's happening? But somebody here, you went through a transformational change. Because with spiritual baths for STDs and STDs and STIs, we have here. You got to put dang near the whole entire kitchen cabinet. But we have here cloves whole, oregano oil, and oregano, you know, baking soda, tea tree oil, apple cider vinegar, cloves grounded, marjoram, and etc. And you can also use basil, all that. Because we have here, remember to surrender. All right? Fight me or fight for me. People was in your energy. Because we have here, you never heard of Dr. Sebi before. So we could have had people, if you had an STD or STI, you could have had people judging you because of this. All right? They could be judging you now and you don't even have it. But these are the people that you was open to about that shit. And this could have been somebody who wanted you pregnant. Because we have here, if they want you barefoot and pregnant, they must have a plan for affirmative action. That means like, you know, if... Come on now, let's be honest. If you were open about an STD or they were, does that mean that you leave them high and dry, or do you, you know, heal this shit together? But somebody here, you went through this transformational change all by yourself. And we have here, a karmic reader will read your energy, cut off the camera, dive deeper into your energy and go for all your stuff. So we have a stay out of jail. You have everything going for yourself. So you could know a karmic reader that has been in your energy trying to read you for filth when it comes to a STD or a STI. We have her conquer your fears and set your heart ablaze, because these bitches need to get shut down. Let's go. We have here fight for me or fight me or fight for me. All right. Because you have some, hold on. Y'all can put a like, comment, subscribe. Y'all can super chat. All right, y'all can send gifts. We have here, the only failure is quitting. Everything else is just gathering information. Some of these people are quitting on themselves. Like if you were to get herpes or something, if you have herpes, that shit could really interfere with your life. But it's to the point where that could even qualify. If you go to the doctors, they see what's going on, they see the inflammation, you can qualify for SSI, all right, and get money for that shit because you're incapable to work. Your quality of life has been messed up because of the way that shit makes you feel. All right. But we have somebody here, if you had that shit, but then you cured that shit and you just walking around and everything's a fucking normal day, does not mean that you got rid of it. You're not just handling the symptoms or handling it as a whole. No, you get rid of that shit. You get rid of the STD, you get rid of the STI. And when everybody talking shit about it, this energy coming out right now is straight up facts. You'll start to think, does no one else see what's happening? These readers tearing women's pussy for filth, whether they're a karmic or not. And they should have also noticed that when it came down to the STDs or the STIs, and it's funny how this came out, you never heard of Dr. Sebi before? All right, that lets them know that, like, get your research up. Go get a book or something. Read up on herbal remedies and herbal medicines, and most people is not equipped to that. All right? Anybody that comes out speaking about that, they try to get rid of them because they don't want you to heal yourself. You're supposed to be stuck with it forever. They're supposed to tell you it's incurable. How many times did they tell you incurable when it came to cancers or certain specific cancers? But you're hearing success stories about people getting rid of that. Yeah. So we have to remember to surrender. You gave it all to God, and God showed you the way. Heal yourself. Go take a spiritual bath for these STDs and STIs. When we trust that we live in an abundant universe and allow ourselves to give freely, we put ourselves in a position to receive abundant amounts in return. So somebody here, you cleanse your energy to the point of healing yourself from STDs, STIs, spiritual STDs, spiritual STIs, and then not only that, you brought in abundance towards yourself. Most people can't even do that, so you're a real alchemist. You created the reality you now exist in with your thoughts, which means you can use the very same power of thought to change it. So somebody here, if you are suffering with an incurable, so-called incurable STI or STD, I'm here to tell you that you can cure it. I don't care if a karmic reader comes into my shit and they have that shit. I'm not going to run their pussy for filth or their penis for filth. All right? I'm going to tell them straight up, you can heal that shit. You're not stuck with that shit. Anything that's incurable is curable. You're going to go through a transformational change, and you're going to love it. You're going to love everything that you see about yourself. Because when you're dealing with the water element and taking these spiritual baths, you're also dealing with certain water deities. So that brings in the mermaids and, you know, the water spirits, okay? That helps with beauty, harmony, okay? Purification. So with you created the reality you now exist in with your thoughts, which means you can use the same very power of thought to change it. So if you said, I'm not going to sit there and struggle with that shit, I'm going to heal myself, then that's exactly what you did. Our thoughts become our words become our beliefs become our actions, and our actions become our habits, and our habits become our realities. So if you got an STD or STI and you ended up taking spiritual bath after spiritual bath for months, your shit is gone. It's gone. You're cured. So we have here, once again, cloves, whole cloves, tea tree oil, oregano oil, and you can use the herb itself, baking soda, apple cider vinegar, marjoram. Use specific herbs that say that they deal with parasites, because anything that's incurable, you're dealing with the parasite, because the parasite needs to leave your body because it's causing more harm to your immune system, and it's destroying things, and it's going into different organs and different systems within your body, and it's causing HIV, AIDS, and these specific STDs. And the reason why they're so fucking bad is because they're parasitic. And remember that done is better than perfect. So you might not have the original formula to get rid of this shit, but you keep going and you keep adding herbs. Like I said right here, dang near the whole kitchen cabinet when it comes to clearing out this nasty shit. All right? Because anybody who had it before, you know that it's a nasty ass feeling. And just get it done. So we have here celebrate. Celebrate right now if you know about Dr. Sebi. Put your hands in the air and shout to the heavens if you know about Dr. Sebi right now. Put in the chat, I know about Dr. Sebi. Hit a like, comment, and subscribe if you know about Dr. Sebi. And also put a gift. Because we have out here, fight me or fight for me. So when people found out that you had an STD or STI, did they want to fight for you or did they want to fight you? Did they want to set you up? Because you got to put yourself into the shoes of that person. Nobody's just wanting to spread that shit around. I remember it was this light-skinned dude who came out with a video and he was yelling about it, and he was like, why would I tell a bitch I got STDs or STIs? I'm never going to tell the... And why wouldn't he? Because you're going to get rejected and you're going to get turned down in most cases. Definitely if those individuals don't love you. All right? But we're not going to let people just run people for filth or through the mud. You can heal the community by putting out the information. Heal yourself. Do you know about Dr. Sebi? Have you never heard about Dr. Sebi before? They want you to be in this energy right here. In loss. Oh, I lost my health. I lost my vitality. No, get that shit back. Because somebody here was in your energy wanting to get you barefoot and pregnant, but they had no plan for affirmative action when it came down to what if the person that I'm trying to get barefoot and pregnant has an STD or STI? Oh, I don't love them no more. I'm going to ditch them. Oh, really? What about, oh, let's heal together? So that's going to be a show sign right there. Because you're going to go through this transformational change. Okay, whether they like it or not, or whether you like it or not, when it goes to healing and curing yourself. And this is the place to be. Everybody should be in this energy, because everybody has all types of ailments, all ways that somebody could pick up on your energy or transfer something to you. In base case scenarios, STD and STI, that shit gonna show in the flesh. But what about the psychological, emotional wounding of the, demon attachments and everything like that? That spiritual bath and these herbs will definitely cleanse. Get to scrubbing and exfoliating. Yeah, even Mother Nature, they like, nobody else is seeing this shit. Okay, loop it around again. All right? Because if you don't learn, niggas are gonna loop that shit around. It's coming back again. The information is coming back again, and it needs to reach more people. Because these other ones, they want to point you in the wrong direction and just talk shit about you if you have an STD or STI. And then when it comes to the herbs and shit, they're going to believe, oh no, it's incurable. They said it's incurable. Okay, then believe it's incurable all you want. Because we have here with the Flame Hashira, conquer your fears. Okay? Most people are scared of getting that shit, or when they have it, they're scared and they think they're just going to die from it. No, cure and heal yourself. Conquer your fears and set your heart ablaze. Because I'll be damned if some parasitical worm is going to take me out. And we have here break free. Stay out of jail. You have everything going for yourself. So this is somebody in the community. They're talking about this. They're talking about you. All right? Trying to say all this bad shit about you. But if you hopped on the scene, or if you had this open discussion, you would tell them that they don't have no information about healing or curing the incurable. Definitely for the karmic readers. So I'm gonna have to bring this up every time, because there be some karmic readers out here, they had a STD or STI and they cured that shit. All right? Or they still have it and they don't know about Dr. Sebi or any type of doctor when it comes to healing or curing something. Conquer your fear day in and day out when it comes to this type of energy. And I'm going to have to speak on it, because everybody be scared to be like, oh, I had an STD or I had an STI. I can come out and speak about it because I actually cured it. And nobody can come inside my face if I was dealing with them, oh, I'm having symptoms of this. Well, you got it from the next bitch or the next nigga that you was fucking on with. You don't even know if people is out here down low or not. So let's really not play about it. Let's really not play about it. A karmic reader will have that nigga right in the back and not tell you about it. So right now, be in celebratory energy if you know about healing and curing the incurable. Fight a good fight. Use these elements. Use these herbs. And because they cure and heal more than just STDs and STIs. But I have to come out here and say this because everybody acting like they not seeing this shit. Y'all don't see what's happening right now? They're trying to put you in a low vibration by saying they're trying to get us sick. They've been trying to get us sick for years. And the ones who don't fall for this, then that means what? That you're a true sacred goddess, sacred god, true cosmic god, cosmic goddess. I'm not falling for none of this bullshit. Because these people is mad and they're trying to shit on other people. It's people with STDs, STIs, don't know how to cure that shit, and they're trying to talk down or speak down on another individual. So let me just come out here and say now, y'all motherfucking sick for that shit. Yep, y'all immature for that shit. They're laughing at people. And then using it under the disguise, and I'm talking about the readers when it comes to this, under the disguise that, oh yeah, I'm just, ranting or talking about the karmic, because we all talk about the karmic. No. You don't make somebody feel bad about themselves, definitely when it comes down to their private parts, because then God's going to come and give you exactly what the fuck you're looking for, or what you've never experienced before. So it's either learn through what I'm saying right now or go through that, because they're going to come in and they're going to give you that shit. Period, point blank. If you don't know what it is, you're going to find out what it is. And if you haven't been being humble about it or having some type of humility about it, then it's going to come knocking on your door. And it's HSV. I forgot what's called. It's either HSV or HPV, but I'm going to say HSV for herpes, the herpes virus. They have the HSV1 and the HSV2. So with the HSV1, if you don't see that shit on their lip or on their mouth or some shit and they kiss you, you're going to get that shit. So somebody here, these karmic readers, blah, 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 blah. Oh, but your man is coming in, my divine masculine. Okay. Your man is going to go kiss on a bitch, come back and kiss you, and then boom, you got the shit. In worst case scenarios, nigga don't even get your pussy for the night. Nigga gonna kiss you and then be like, oh, can I eat you out? You gonna allow the nigga to eat you out. Then you gonna not only have HSV1, but then you gonna get HSV2. So somebody here is so big on, I don't even got to fuck the nigga. Watch this. He'll eat me out. Okay, watch that. And I'm not saying that this is gonna happen to you. I'm saying for the ones that this come across and they're at their tipping point, cause they're mad. And they're dealing with something incurable, which is actually curable. Still got to tell them. Because Dr. Sabi, he walked so we can run. I'm going to say it again. Dr. Sabi walked so we could run. Because that shit can really destroy you when you're in a low vibrational. When they tell you that you got something incurable, the dark clouds come and it starts thundering and lightning and you think your whole world is over. But you don't know about Dr. Sabi or these other doctors that try to put out the information, put out the truth. That you're dealing with mucus, that you're dealing with parasites, you're dealing with worms, all right? That you got through the body from eating specific meats, touching specific people, all right? Dealing in different environments. So in the bigger cases, you're either dealing with mucus or you're dealing with worms. A parasitic infection. That's what herpes is. They ain't gonna, even when you search it up, you gotta do real research into it. Because they're not gonna tell you just, oh, it's parasitic. Because if you like, oh, parasitic, you're gonna add it up. Oh, parasitic, that means we're dealing with a parasite. So how do I get rid of the parasite? Boom. In the past, somebody here, you did not know that information. Or people you came across readings and they was just downing somebody about having an STD, STI, and everybody thought it was okay because they were so-called talking about the karmic. But we can have somebody who's not in the karmic energy who, had that shit, or came across that shit. And then, and we're all in this together. So talking about them is really talking about you, and talking about you is really talking about me. So it's like, stop putting that energy out there, because it's this sacrificial energy, and they're thinking that anybody with an STD or an STI is up for a sacrifice, and that's sick. That's like they said anybody who had a discoloration. So if I came out brown skin, white, brown, tan, they would probably say, oh, that's a defect. Sacrifice them. Same for the albinos. This is something different, but let's put out the information. So the karmic readers that are running with this, and then it's coming out, if y'all can read that, karmic reader. Yeah, karmic reader. So we own the money. And this is how they turn their will into other people's favor. Yeah. Yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't run from the truth now. We got to conquer our fears. Because they coming out here and they thought it was okay, and it wasn't. It wasn't. Because they was pushing that energy out. They was pushing that energy out. So the stage has been set. You never heard about Dr. Sabi? Yeah. Now it's about to play out. Who knows about Dr. Sabi and who don't? And the people who was talking about STDs and STIs, oh, it'll never be me. Watch this. Definitely if you was talking about people. Then you're going to be put in the energy to cure it. Cure the incurable. You're going to be put into the energy of believing that it's possible to heal yourself and heal another. Because I remember to surrender. When we want something so badly and are working tirelessly to get it, if we don't surrender, we end up pushing it away instead. So if these people truly loved you, cared about you, if they wouldn't be putting out that type of energy. Or dissing you when it came to this type of energy. Oh, you got an STD, STI? Ew. But this person wanted you to listen to them when it came to getting you barefoot and pregnant and barefoot. Yeah, no. And then the people who ranted on you about having an STD or a STI, all right, they're right now burning up. They're probably destroying their own shit because you went through a transformational change. And what was that transformational change? Taking the incurable and making it curable. And you did this shit at home, period. Kitchen cabinet, period. Using the elements for your STD, STI baths. Cloves, oregano, marjoram. It's coming out in the reading, period, point blank. But the readers are betting on other readers not coming out and talking about this because everybody is scared to speak up about an STD or an STI. But somebody here, you have the wisdom, and you're not trying to go to jail over none of these hoes right here. So this reading is gonna come across the right ones, and they're gonna come into this reading, and they're gonna know with the note. And the only thing I have to do is show up, because everybody who probably is viewing me right now is probably a reader, more than anything. Yep, more than anything, you're a reader. Conquer your fears, queen. Come out and speak this truth, because they was getting away with it, but we can't let shit slide. Not even in our own community, we can't let the shit slide. Give and receive. I'm telling you, Dr. Sabi, he walked so we can run. He walked so we can run. With the truth, find your voice. So I'm saying it right now, nigga, fight me or fight for me. So if I ever came down with an STD or STI, and you're believing it that it's incurable, that's what's happening right now across the world. It's curable. I'm here to tell you now. It's curable. You have to take a spiritual bath, all right, and use your dang near your whole entire kitchen cabinet to get rid of it, but use specific ones that deal with deworming, like marjoram right here. Marjoram is for the intestinal parasites, all right? They sprinkle a little bit on their spaghetti or Italian food, but when it comes down to it, you can seep that shit like tea and put it into your bath. So basically your whole entire spiritual bath will be like a teapot. An herbal infusion. Some of you guys already know. But the joke's on the one for the, I'm going to get this person barefoot and pregnant, but oop, you have STD, STI? Well, just walk that on your blessing, because if you truly wanted this individual or you truly wanted that person, you would sit there, heal with them, and cure. Go through the cure-all. And tell that person, don't worry, baby, it's curable. Do you know that? Do you know about Dr. Sabi? Have you ever heard about Dr. Sabi? So generous spirit, that means you're the one who's coming out and speaking out and against this. Because people are desiring to get rid of STDs and STIs, but they don't know the first thing. But they go to Google or they go to their doctor and they take the antibiotics. And that's the shit. If they say it's incurable, what does that mean? You got to take that medication for fucking forever. Because they say that when you get herpes or HIV or AIDS, that shit is forever. And you got to forever take medication. Because they set it up like that. But they're not going to tell you spiritual bath, honey. Whole cloves, ground clove, oregano, clove, marjoram. What else is on there? Basil. You use the whole shit. You can use turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper. You can use the whole deal. And so I wasn't the only one who was being protected from certain messages out here when it came to them spitting this rhetoric of, you know, if you have an STD or STI, you got to be removed from the planet and shit like that. And no, remove the parasites. So karmic readers, I'm picking up, you see, they're coming right on top of bad company. And then this will be me when I come across their readings. Nobody else is seeing this shit happening. Nobody else is peeping this shit. Nobody else is looking at them and seeing that they're bad energy readers. When it comes to this specific topic, and the ones who did that shit, they were definitely paid. All right? They were definitely paid. Excuse me. So the ones right now is being sifted, is being a separation. So the ones who believe that, oh, it's incurable and I'm going to die, you know what? They're going to believe that. They're going to step to the side and they're going to fall on their back, or they're going to fall they're going to fall on their belly or belly up and die exactly how they said they were going to do it. And then it's going to be the other ones who believe in the spiritual, they believe in healing, they believe in curing, and they're going to walk to the side of life and growth and prosperity and abundance and healing and curing. All right, curing the incurable, which leads to this in the end. Because once you get this shit, they're trying to say, oh, that's it for them. They're out of here. But your inner child always believed, before you came across Dr. Sabi and when you came across Dr. Sabi, that when they said, oh, cancer and these things are deadly, they didn't know how to cure it. Or they said they didn't know how to cure it. They said that they didn't know how to cure it. For crying out loud, I already told you, we don't know how to cure it. You have to take the medications. You have to do this. No. No, motherfucker. No. And these good things are still going to come from for you. So if you want to get pregnant and be barefoot and all that good stuff, all right, and you're trying to cure yourself before that or cure yourself after, you have every right to do so without feeling shunned. And good things are still going to come from for you and be around you and be all about you. And you was watching these readers and anybody who was talking mess about this and not knowing about Curable, all right? Because everybody just want to talk about incurable this, incurable that. But somebody here, you knew how to seize the day and make everything happen. Spiritual bath. But you saw that these karmic readers were trying to lay down a foundation. Or anybody talking about people like this wanted to lay down a foundation. This was their root. And they made their money. And I brought this up in my last reading. It was mainly about racism. But, yep. That's how they made their money for their time being. But I'm going to have to say they going to have to stop. They're going to have to stop. And you're going to make them stop. Because now people are getting curious when somebody talks about this. And the readers are going to read their comments and be like, why are you talking about people like this? And then the reader going to be like, I'm talking about the karmics. No, you're actually talking about the good energy. Boom. You're actually talking about the good energy. And the good energy is going to be there to be like, oh, riddle me this. You know, why are you talking shit about anybody in the first place? That's how they was getting paid. I'm gonna have to come out and tell the truth when it comes to that. That's how they was getting paid. Blood testing. I'm picking up with ancestral roots coming on top of barefoot and pregnant. They must take affirmative action or have a plan for affirmative action. So if this came, yeah, somebody's gonna hit that book and try to heal or try to cure. All right, that's how you find out if somebody truly loves you or care about you. Or when these people speak about it, they're gonna say that it's curable. Not just get down and dirty and talk shit about these other people and think that they're going to laugh about somebody having an STD or an STI. Nope, we're not going to do it. They're being very, very deceptive. That's not how we get down. That's not how the tarot community get down or the oracles get down. We have knowledge, we have information, and then we let it out in ways that people can understand through our abilities. So these readers, they have abilities to make people feel a certain type of way, put that energy out there. All right, but the true ones have to come out and set this shit correctly. But they don't want to hear it from me. I was one of the readers getting attacked out here. But they're going to hear it from me because I've been the same ever since. The sacred treasure. That's what we're representing out here. So if you never heard about Dr. Sebi, you're going to have to retrack and get back to it. What's incurable is actually curable, and everybody needs to hear this. And anybody who wanted to get you pregnant and barefoot, but found out that you had an STD or STI, but thought it was an incurable because it came out as that, and they didn't know how to cure it, they were a sneaky shapeshifter anyway. Because they would have been somebody who truly loved you, and they would have figured out how to heal this shit, how to make this shit right. Instead, they just wish you the best of luck on your transformational change. And you're learning to adapt to these people coming out into the energy saying, you know, this type of bullshit. You're learning to adapt. And adapting with me being who I am is actually speaking about this. They made their money off of talking shit about people with STDs and STIs. And I'm going to make my money about talking about how people with STDs and STIs could cure their shit. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. So they made that amount of money and views and everything like that. So watch my shit go up. Why not? Why not? And they did it for these king energies so they can go bust down. All right? On the karmic readers. But you're somebody right now who's conquering their fears and setting their heart ablaze, and you're getting the job done, and you're telling people who are saying this is incurable, that's incurable, is actually curable. Have you never heard of Dr. Sebi before? Not knowing about Dr. Sebi causes a lot of chaos that can be avoided if you have the right information, the right knowledge. It'll never let you down. And the people who are fighting you over this type of information, you're seeing them in the spiritual realm, and they are coming towards you. They're coming towards your neck. And somebody wanted to come into your energy and get you pregnant and shit, you know, and while you minding your business over here in this healing energy. And when you go through this transformational change, they're going to come in and ask for forgiveness because you're not on SSI for herpes or HIV or AIDS, and because that disease messed up your quality of life, it's gone. It's gone. And this is the real energy that people are supposed to be in when they come across these readings, whether karmic, neutral, or divine. They're supposed to leave feeling like this. All right. Oh, I could take what's incurable is curable. We're supposed to be telling them that because they come inside this dark energy. Oh, I have this incurable, but they're gonna come across the reading about a spiritual bath and what they can use and which herbs to use, and then they're gonna be lit up. But then they're gonna remember about the karmic readers who was shitting on people saying that this is incurable or that's incurable. Exactly. And stay out of jail because somebody here would try to take your life in prison. But I just keep picking up this jail shit right here when it comes to these karmic readers, because they're gonna get mad and they're gonna try to find you out, gang stalk, and do all that, and try to come towards certain individuals. Because this is a hidden gem. What are you trying to tell the masses or the viewers? That the incurable is curable? Yes. And I just came out here and explained it. So I'm gonna end the reading there.